A high-stakes clash. The team sheet starting with host Frankfurt head coach Nico Arnautis making 3 for the visitors. Bayern, Jose Barcola making wholesale changes to the side that beat Hoffenheim. Final stretch of 2025. Anticipation levels and adrenaline levels at a high. A high-stakes clash in Germany's financial capital on Google Pixel. Eintracht Frankfurt play host to league leaders Bayern München. Arnautis pointed out many of the games have been tight, and that's what gives him hope that maybe the ball out for a throw-in. Clara Bühl, one-on-one with Volta. Clara Bühl teeing up Momoko Tanikawa, and it had a moment in that game where it was still 0-0. That's a terrible pass out from the back, and Bayern will look to punish. Clara Bühl drags it wide. Well, Eintracht Frankfurt won't get many let from the 3-time defending champions. Yellow-White straight to the feet of Linda Dahmen. She spotted the space. She spotted the star player in Clara Bühl. But the finish wasn't there on this occasion. A few years ago. Clara Bühl. Devilish delivery in Altenburg. Did really well to get something on that. Couldn't claim, but a reprieve courtesy of the referee's whistle. A lot of congestion to deal with. Lisanne Greve, you have to say, causing her backline all sorts of problems because she tried to track the run of Tanikawa, and as a result was playing everyone on side. Instead, they decided to put their faith in youth, put their faith in one of their academy products, Lena Altenburg. 20 years old, 3 clean. Bühl's corner goes long, kept alive, and a big shout for a penalty from the captain, Glóris Vigórsdóttir. A spot kick. In place. Since then, 10 meetings between these two sides. Eintracht Frankfurt with just the 1 win. And already under the cosh here. Franziska Kett. Clearance only as far as Tanikawa. Caruso. A terrier like Lena Oberdorf, a recurrence of that knee ligament tear suffered against Köln. As Bühl with the chance! And Bühl makes no mistake! An ice-cold finish at the end of an ice-cold move from the league leaders. They break the deadlock courtesy of their star player this season. Clara Bühl continues to be the difference maker. The pace to get there, the composure to finish through the legs of Altenburg. Sublime stuff from Clara Bühl. They side. You have to go back to October. Set to take. Wonderfully neat play by. You've got to think Ina Mahmutovic might be the undisputed #1 goalkeeper for Germany at that point on home soil. A combative approach from his side. Likes them to get stuck in, make life difficult for opponents, press high, and Mahmutovic has given the ball away to Zenz, and there's a foul on Zenz from Caruso. All stems from a loose pass from Ina Mahmutovic. You have to say, since joining Bayern, Aruleta Mehmeti steps up. It's over the wall, but over the bar as well, and seen all the way by Mahmutovic. Real precision needed in that situation, and unfortunately not quite provided by Ereleta Mehmeti. For a little bit of a bump to the calf, and it looks like we've got our pictures back, which is always good. So again, her first of the evening in that regard. Franziska Kett out to Buhl. Buhl shadowed inside, but finds Harder! Well, Frankfurt will not want to give Pernilla Harder many chances of that quality. Little pocket of space inside the and a half chance, but now Anyomi finds Volta in space. Kett tries to cover. Volta's cross is a good one, and Eriksson with the header. Oh, and then the block from Mehmeti on Graver's volley. Frankfurt proving their own worst enemies at both ends of the pitch, unfortunately. Anyomi, 45 minutes played, but the opening 15 were quite dominant from Bayern. The opening goal does play into their hands somewhat, because they can marshal the match. Now they spring forward again. Harder finds Buhl, two in the middle to aim for. Buhl tried to take on Jelle Veit out wide, but Veit did well to stay touch tight. And Nico Arnautis talked about the Harder again afforded time. No one really putting pressure on her. She tries to pick out the cross to Buhl and lets herself down in that regard. And this was the Omi who breached the Bayern penalty area before the goal kick was taken, hence the retake. And again, look at the pressure that Bayern find themselves under as they try and play out from the back. Tanikawa chopped down. Ever since her shift to wing-back roles, and I can't even say left-back because she's... Coach. And arguably, they're still not the finished product. In the top four and qualify automatically for the knockout stages without having to go through an extra round of playoff fixtures. That is the most difficult possible draws in terms of the hardest level of opposition. Buhl. Clara Buhl. Out wide, Damjanovic in the middle. Reuteler covers, but Daumann looking for the cutback. It's going to come to Pernilla Harder. She leaves it for Ariana Caruso. Big appeals for a handball. Caruso gets it back. She looks for Harder now, who's forced wide by the pass. 5 white shirts waiting for the cross. It goes low. Oh, it's turned home. Damjanovic doubles Bayern's advantage on the stroke of half-time. Dominant stuff from the league leaders. And their dominance now showing on the score sheet. First goal of the season in the Frauen-Bundesliga for Jovana Damjanovic. But this is all about the build-up play from Harder. World-class stuff from Pernilla. The first half might go Bayern's way if they can fashion it. Lovely little 1-2, Harder and Buhl. Tanikawa, Damjanovic, Daumann through the middle. Buhl goes alone, looks for Harder! Oh! It is just that easy when you are just that good sometimes. Like a hot knife through butter. Bayern, at the end of this first half, putting Eintracht Frankfurt to the sword. Something tells me Bayern won't exactly take their foot off the pedal. Now the fact is, it is raining, it is pouring, but real quality. And already you can see the intent from the visitors. Immediately putting themselves on the front foot. Immediately sending, she did for Germany, unable to produce the clinical touch. Here come Bayern with Bühl. Damjanovic waits, Damjanovic! It's a quick fire double for Jovana Damjanovic, either side of the half-time break, and Bayern go from a comfortable position to a commanding one in this high-stakes match in the financial capital. Damjanovic fed Bühl, and Bühl returned the favour. In the end, the best right-backs around in women's football. Lara's quality's not needed to make it 4-0, but she'll be the type of player that will still provide a threat and look for a fifth and a sixth. Now harder. Greve goes diving in, and corner comes in for Frankfurt. Kvinn with the header clear. Greve on the volley, but that was always rising. Alara, forced backwards. Neat pass to Caruso, overlapping run from Kvinn. Julia Kvinn teases it in. Tanikawa! And saved by Altenburg. One of the few saves that the young keeper has had to make tonight. She's had to pick the ball out of her net more often than she's made the save. One of those tough experiences that goalkeepers can sometimes face against this Bayern München. From Frankfurt, but denied by Mahmutovic, who might even get an assist now at the other end. Tanikawa. Harder inside her. Little 1-2. Little dummy. Oh, Damjanovic with the chance for a hat-trick! Oh, Harder takes it off her and might have just quashed a highlight moment. Oh, that was glorious. They had Frankfurt on strings, the Bayern front line. Just brilliant, inventive play. No offside against Damjanovic. And Damjanovic denied a hat-trick. Now Bühl with the corner. Oh, Caruso underneath it, and Harder with a scrappy half chance at the back post. Turned away. She had a free kick in this type of position at the other end of the pitch in the first half. Sent it over the bar. This time she's looking for a teammate. It's deft, it's not dealt with. And Zentz strikes wide. There was a poor pass from Franziska Kett, and then there was a strike of the woodwork from a Nicola. Mehmeti flitting between the lines, given the chance to strike, and just drags the effort wide. Scored a pretty memorable goal in the DFB Pokal der Frauen last season. One is an Eintracht Frankfurt player since joining the club in the summer. Lovely ball out wide for the run of Barbara Dunst. Clipped in. Oh, it's off the post. Oh, so close to an own goal from Reason. That really would have been salt. Free kick goes long and while you felt like if Frankfurt got a goal back early. Alara. Bayern looking for a fifth. Squeeze through. A scoreline befitting of a five-star performance from the league leaders. But again, Frankfurt shooting themselves in the foot. This time it's Laura Freigang losing out in a ill-advised area. And Alara, well, there was really only one thought on her mind. Damjanovic, the first line of defense, forces the mistake out of Frankfurt. Pernilla Harder's on the run. She's got Dunst to her left. Damjanovic in support too. Harder goes at a lone little burst of pace. Brilliant play by Harder. If anything, she would have deserved taking the shot herself there. Maybe trying to atone for the goal that her involvement denied Damjanovic and Bayern. $5,750 fans in attendance, in case you were wondering what the capacity was at the Stadion am Brentanobad. Or for Bayern that saw them win out in front of that record-breaking crowd. In many new Frankfurt captain wasn't in the right place at the right time, whether she knew much about it or not. For now, though, Bayern won a sixth. Damjanovic doesn't go for a hat-trick. She was looking to return the pass to Tanikawa, but the degree of difficulty. And truth be told, despite the disappointing result, credit to the home crowd for the atmosphere they've drummed up. Unceremonious there from Elida. Teased in, Shield is there, but it's a tame header. Now she can definitely. Tonight, though, they were at their very best. A 5 from the Bavarians. Some quality goals, whether it be individual